Hello everyone. Before we get started today, I wanted to kind of give a spoiler warning here. While I'm not going to be covering everything, the ending of the game and how to get there will be shown. I will say, as the title suggests, I love The Outer Wilds. But it's a game that you can truly experience only once. So, spoiler warning, I guess. And one more thing, and like always, thank you so much for the kind and wonderful comments on the Halo 5 video. I love making these videos, and I'm really glad you guys are enjoying them, so thank you all so much once again. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everyone non-binary. I'm the SomnolentMonk, but you can call me Monk. Today we'll be going over one of the best space exploration games, and honestly, one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. The Outer Wilds. No, that's The Outer Worlds. There you go. The Outer Wilds. The Outer Wilds was released by Mobius Digital on May 28, 2019. However, The Outer Wilds was originally made for game director Alex Beecham's master's thesis at the University of Southern California, and eventually became a full game after being funded and later published by Annapurna Interactive.
That one didn't age quite so well.
You play as a Hearthian, a blue-skinned, four-eyed alien race, home to the planet Timberhearth. Walking around the small town on its surface, you see that the Hearthians are rather focused on science and space exploration. From the zero-G cave teaching you the movement and repair mechanics, to the museum cataloging various discoveries and theories from around the system. Things like solar models, gravity crystals, and this weird statue that looked at me funny when I left. That was odd. But after talking with Hornfels over here, you get the launch codes and head to your ship to begin exploring the system. But first, a quick introduction to the ship, where you'll be spending a healthy amount of time. The ship has a fair amount of information in it, both with the computer that literally holds all your information from the previous loops, to just the simple scenery. Notes here and there teaching you some of the mechanics. There's also a radio. Huh. I don't remember that being there, but let's just turn it off for now because the Halo video already got in trouble for using a rival. So yeah, I'm not going to chance Sonny and Cher coming after me. The first place I wanted to visit is none other than one of my favorites, the Hourglass Twins. Technically two separate planets, those being Ember Twin and Ash Twin, they're a set of binary planets that throughout the loop transfer the sand that covers them from the Ash Twin to the Ember Twin, revealing new structures on one and slowly burying ones on the other. The Hourglass Twins are very important in terms of the story, however, without knowing what's on them, you could be running around lost for some time. Of which, time is not exactly our friend. See, after 22 minutes, the sun collapses in on itself and becomes a supernova. And yeah, there ain't no surviving that. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everyone non-binary. I am SomnolentMonk, but you can call me Monk. Today we'll be going over one of the best space exploration games, and honestly, one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. The Outer Wilds. No, that's The Outer Worlds. The first place I wanted to visit is none other than one of my favorites, Giant Steep. Before we do that, however, let's just shut this radio off real quick. Despite its initial appearance, Giant Steep is not as large as it appears to be once you get through its stormy atmosphere. You'll find a much smaller ocean with intense currents, flowing around and guarding a shadowy core. and as you may have noticed, covered in massive tornadoes that can lift the islands around the planet up and into orbit for a short time, which, for the most part, are relatively harmless. You just need to make sure that you don't actually die on impact. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everyone non-binary. I am SomnolentMonk, but you can call me Monk. Radio off. The first place I wanted to visit is none other than one of my favorites, Brittle Hollow. A seemingly normal planet at first, you quickly find out what the hollow part of its name means, as you find the planet itself is mostly empty. However, travel beneath and you'll see a planet precariously holding itself together around a black hole. However, Brittle Hollow actually has two major hazards, and you may or may not have noticed Brittle Hollow's moon. The Hollow Lantern, as it's called, which as it stands, is extremely volcanic and is constantly lobbing great balls of fire at the planet's surface, which over time lets you know what the brittle part of the name means. So as long as you don't fall into the black hole or get hit by a fire, oh no. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everyone non-binary. The first place I wanted to visit is none other than the Dark Bramble. And I know, not the most conventional choice for a first run, but I figured it would be an interesting way to grab people's attention this early in the video. Dark Bramble honestly has some great design. Before even getting to the planet, you can tell that it's just different than the rest, as it seems to emit this menacing aura and terrifying appearance. And the inside is not much better, as it's not only bigger on the inside than the outside, but it's entirely filled with a dense fog, hiding these absolutely giant anglerfish. That'll pretty much take you out the second they find you. Unless you know the trick. See, the anglerfish have one weakness. They can't actually Hello ladies and gentlemen. What's happening? I know this. I've done this before, I think. Why can't I remember this? What is happening? Huh? What do we got here? Hello. I guess this is sort of a captain's log. This should be the first one, I hope. And if you're hearing this, either your memory's going, in which case you might need to see someone about that, or this has happened before. I fear that you, are trapped in a repeating loop. I've learned that an ancient alien race called the Nomai created statues like the one in the observatory that records your memories and sends them to something called the Ash Twin Project. And whatever the reason, time loops back to right before your launch. And I don't know why this has happened. And I certainly don't know how to escape it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't have more for you or anything, but at this point you know more than I do. Well, at least that explains the deja vu. Oh my god, I am really starting to hate this song. Wait. That song. The time loop. This is all just Groundhog Day. Okay. Simple. So, how did Bill Murray escape in the movie? Oh, hang on. I think there was a VHS player in here. Ah, there it is. There it is. And ironically enough, the two movies they had with it are Truman Show and Groundhog Day. Guess I better get watching, huh? Do you have any idea how tricky it is to watch a full-length movie in 22-minute sections? Because since the movie is only an hour and 44 minutes long, you'd think it would only take like 5 loops. But having to wake up and board the ship, set up the VHS player, and in the later loops, fast forward through the parts I've already seen, because there is no scene select on a VHS. It took a lot longer than expected. But luckily, I did it. And in the movie, he just kinda, I don't know, just becomes nice to people. Well, it's worth a shot. Hey, Slate. How's it going, buddy? You know, we never really get the chance to talk too much. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, I just wake up and immediately get on the ship and start going, but you know, you're a good guy. And dang it. And you're always there for me if I need it. A real salt of the hearth kind of guy. Well, hello, little Micah. How are you? What's up? Land on a geyser pool. Alright, I should have enough experience to do just that. Well, I'm glad that doesn't happen to the real thing. Porphy, how's my favorite Hearthian doing? Are you making soup? Oh, sap wine. It looks yummy. You have a good one. Tefra, Galena, what are you two troublemakers up to? Hide and seek? Yeah, let's play. You know, I feel like this is cheating. Like, yeah. Gotcha. Well, if you aren't the cutest thing in this entire freaking galaxy. Gabro, what's up, man? Where's your ship? You seen it around? Well, I'm telling you right now, you can have my ship. I will give this to you. Completely free, no questions asked. Yes, I did crash it multiple times. Hey, Jert, what's up with you? Who the heck starts a conversation like that? I just landed. Well, looks like this is it, Jert. Hug me, Chert. Chance of departure 0%.
Captain's log. I'm beginning my search on the Hourglass twins for any possible way to escape this time loop. I found a crash
Nomai escape pod, and apparently it's not the only one. There's one on Brittle Hollow and, unfortunately, one in the Dark Bramble. You know, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. Like the inside of my lungs. I've learned about quantum entanglement from a rock cave on Ember Twin. Rather strange, as long as no one can observe it, you can seemingly ride quantum objects and teleport with them. I'll look more into this. I flew into the sun! On Ash Twin, there are these strange towers with these weird platform things. And I'll be honest, I don't have a Scooby what they do. Alright, I have officially lost count of how many times I've looped. I think I'm at 34. Now, from what I've gathered, there's a secret tunnel through the mountain on the Ember Twin that leads to... Are you done? That leads to something the Nomai called the Sunless City. And right now, it's the only lead on Ember Twin I've got. Going through the escape pod, there are Nomai writings meant to assist the others in finding the Sunless City. A tangled mess of caverns, cactuses, cacti, and falling sand. And while incredibly satisfying to watch, it reminds us that every second we spend down here runs the risk of covering up more and more of the planet, and potentially could stop us from even reaching the city. After opening an ancient door, we are greeted to a large, vacuous cavern. Turning on the lights reveals the scope of the city. Tiers of houses and districts carved into the cave walls, all worn down by the sands of the Hourglass Twins. The door to the high-energy lab awaits us on the lowest level. What? Do I have to sit here and wait? Alright. Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain. Oh, he's done. Whoa. I wonder what would happen if I just, Oh, cool, I got two of them now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Well, we're not doing that. What happened to my voice? No, 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 no. We are fixing this right now. Is that what I sound like? Nope. Nope. No. Nope. 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 Fine. I'll wait. Put your little hand in mine. Oh, it's done. Nope. No. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. Nope. Fix it.
Hello? Oh, thank God. Whew. And I actually had some time along the way that loop, and I found out that the anglerfish on the Dark Bramble are actually blind. And well, I don't think I'm gonna head there quite yet. It's still good to know. And while everything's somewhat back in order, The Outer Wilds received several awards, including the Golden Joystick for Best Indie Game in 2019, as well as 3 BAFTA awards in 2020. As for me, I'm off to Brittle Hollow. Hopefully that'll have less space-time stuff happening. Upon examining the escape pod, it led to a small settlement hanging from Brittle Hollow. Writings there illustrate the ship that the Nomai used to reach this system, called the Vessel, and another escape pod becoming trapped in the Dark Bramble. The Nomai are looking for the Eye of the Universe. They believe that the Eye called them here. The reason, however, is still unknown. Oh, whoops. Wait, no. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Hang on. It's definitely been past 22 minutes. Did I escape? Am I free? Oh no! What? I had a wife and children. It's like that episode of Star Trek, except I don't even get a flute. Oh no, there it is. On my way down through the hanging settlement, I found signs guiding me to the Southern Observatory, a large structure inaccessible from the surface. There, the Nomai wrote that on Giant's Deep, they used the tornadoes to lift parts of what they call the orbital probe cannon out of the planet's atmosphere. However, they found that one of the tornadoes spins in the opposite direction, causing it instead to be pulled under, sucked beneath the current, and to the core itself. They're teleporters. Those strange pads on the Ash Twin, they teleport you. And all you need to do to activate them is stand on them when the appropriate planet is overhead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! No, the Outer Wilds. Not Outer Worlds. Don't you get smart with me. Using the signal from the escape pods and the knowledge from Ember Twin, I was able to travel through the dark bramble and reach the escape pod, learning that those aboard died, along with their hopes of ever reaching the vessel again. Too many who come here searching for us. We followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but now can go no further. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed. Yet the opening is too small for even a single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There's nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. I was then promptly eaten by an anglerfish. Through the tower on Ash Twin, I was able to get to the Black Hole Forge. There I learned that once the center of an astral body is overhead, then the black hole teleporter becomes active, and not only when the planet itself is overhead. Oh, wrong button! But on the plus side, that earned me an achievement. And the achievements in this game are actually quite fun to get. Like ejecting to an early death, eating burnt marshmallows, or just bringing the band back together. It's all a good time. Speaking of good times, considering how much information I already have on it from the other planets, Giant's Deep should be a breeze. Is it weird to still try to review this game while I'm, trapped in it? Orbiting around Giant's Deep is what is called an orbital probe cannon. The Nomai were using it in attempts to locate the Eye of the Universe. Flew into the sun again! Going beneath the tide, I discovered that the Nomai's probe had actually found the coordinates to the Eye of the Universe. I'll be sure to write them down, because there is no way I'm remembering that. Once more into the bramble, and using my scout as a waypoint this time, I was able to dodge the anglerfish and finally reach the vessel. Only to find out that the impact into the dark bramble has damaged the vessel's warp core. And the only other one is currently powering the Ash Twin project. Alrighty, I think we're ready. We have the coordinates to the eye, we know how to get to the vessel, and most importantly, I think I got an idea on how to get to the Ash Twin project. We never made it to the quantum moon, but with everything I've gone through already, I don't need more existential dread. I probably slept too long. I think I'll be okay though. So according to the Black Hole Forge, you teleport when the center of a planet is directly overhead. But, since the Hourglass Twins are technically 2 planets, if I go right now. Okay, it worked. Okay, warp core. Do you have any idea how long it took to find you? Wait. With us taking the core, that stops the Ash Twin project. We can't loop anymore. If we don't make it this time, that's it. We get one shot at this. Alright. Once more for the road. They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you've got me and baby I've got you. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's all been spent. Well, if that's so, we don't have a pot. At least I know of all the things we've got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. And when I'm sad, you're a cloud. And if I get scared, you're always around. Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Don't let them say your hair's too long, 'cause I don't care, with you I can't go wrong. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. go, 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 go! Whew. How much time is left? Well, you know what they say. That first step's a doozy. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Be so close to completion with the hopes of ever reaching.
I flew into a sun.
I remember everything. I remember how the Nomai died. I remember the quantum moon. I remember that there's no way to save this universe. It's just simply dying. But there's still hope. Hope for something new. We can still do what the Nomai died trying to do. We can still find the eye of the universe. I know it seems impossible, but I'm sure we can find... Oh! Here it is. So, this is it, huh? The only step left is to enter the eye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everyone non-binary, I've been Monk. You've been wonderful, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wait, that's the Truman Show, not Groundhog Day. Son of a... Thank you all so much for watching. This has honestly been the hardest video I've had to make so far. Not for any sentimental reason or anything like that, but legitimately this has been the biggest video I've made. Add on to that I've had to redo and reshoot so much of what I originally planned. Like seriously, I never originally planned to do a musical number at the end like that. But here we are. So anyways, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more when I make more, then please subscribe and, well, I guess I've already done my outro, so I'm just gonna leave, I guess.